Okay, so you want some YouTube tips and tricks to help you grow your YouTube channel in 2019? Well, you've come to the right place. So let's get started. Essentially, there are 4 ways to grow your channel as a small YouTuber. Sub for sub. Now, although this trick might be great at improving your subscriber count, it won't help your YouTube channel because YouTube values watch time far more than how many subs you have. Of course, if this was called view for view, well, then this would help you more. Share with 100 friends. Yeah, do you really have 100 friends who will watch every video you make? Probably not. Well, if you do, that'll help kickstart your YouTube channel, but I suspect you probably don't. Now, sharing on social media can help, but you really need to get people to actually watch your content before it'll start to trend. And forget sharing on Facebook, because they'll rarely share your content anyway. You do better to upload it to Facebook, and then put a link to your YouTube channel in the description. Get YouTube to share your content. This is actually the best way to grow a YouTube channel in 2019, but it's also the hardest. You see, getting on the browse screen or being recommended as a suggested video is hard on this overly populated platform, but it is possible. Only a few weeks ago, Jablinski Games proved this point. But if you don't have any celebrity status, it might be a little bit harder. As a small YouTuber, getting on the browse screen or being listed as a suggested video is hard, so concentrate on the next YouTube tip to get your channel growing in 2019. Make videos that people are searching for. Did you know YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world? Yeah, sweet, isn't it? And the biggest search engine also recommends YouTube videos right on the front page of their search. So why not make videos for the things people are searching for? It's actually the quickest way to grow a YouTube channel in 2019, and it totally can be applied to any format of video creation. Even as a vlogger, you can address a certain problem in each video and still stay true to your art. Personally, I like education style videos because people love how-to videos. So let's take a look at some easy YouTube tips and tricks you can do to improve your channel as a small YouTuber. Today I'm reviewing Little Liam's Playtime. And if you want a channel review with suggestions on how to improve your channel, then let me know in the comments below and I'll keep you in mind for the next video in this series. Okay, so this is Little Liam's Playtime channel. Now, the obvious thing for this channel is it doesn't have any playlists. So if we go to the Playlists tab, we can see there's nothing there. Now, playlists are another way for people to find your content. So it's always best to create a few different playlists for the type of content you do, and you can then display them on your channel front page. Now, if people want to actually find some videos on this channel, they need to sort of scroll through, and it's not really organized. Now, the other thing I noticed straight away is that I can't tell how many subscribers they have. And as a new YouTuber, you shouldn't be ashamed of having a few subscribers, because when you make comments and people see that you've only got a few subs, they're actually more compelled to subscribe. So you want to go ahead and unblock that so people can actually see how many subscribers you have. And you might find you'll grow a little bit quicker. Now, the other thing I noticed on here is these thumbnails aren't fantastic. I can't really read this writing. Now, it might be a little bit different on a mobile phone, and I'm not really sure what's in these little pictures in here. So I would zoom in a little bit more. This one with Santa actually isn't too bad. I would probably get rid of these words. And you can't actually see the channel's logo in the corner anyway. So it's just creating a bit more clutter. So have a quick look at a trending page. These are all thumbnails that are trending. See how detailed the thumbnails are? There's no guessing what's actually going on there. So that's another thing I would try to improve. And if you want to eventually get traffic from the browse screen or as a suggested video, you want to make sure that you improve your thumbnails. Because between the thumbnail and the actual description, that's the only 2 ways you can encourage people to click on your video. So there's a couple of quick little tips and tricks. Now, the other thing I like to do as a small YouTuber is to actually change the description so it matches a search term. So let's have a quick look through here. We can see this one here, the Indoor Playground Fun for Kids Ultimate Sydney Kids Indoor Play. Now, when we have a look at this video, it's interesting enough, and the videos are fairly well edited, and there's a nice little soundtrack to them. Now, indoor playground fun for kids, that actually might be something people search for. So let's just check that out ourselves. If we go up to the search bar and click in indoor playground fun for kids, we get and family. But if we actually broke that down to indoor playground, we see there is actually a search term called that. Now, we don't actually know how popular that is. So this is why I use a Chrome plugin called vidIQ. vidIQ gives me stats on the actual video, and it gives me a little bit more information about what they've put in. So here's all the tags they've used, and this is the amount of views they've had. It also tells me there's only been a couple of people coming from Twitter, so pretty much everyone is coming from YouTube. Now, if we want to go and actually check to see if indoor playground fun for kids actually trends, we can just type that in because we have the plugin and hit enter. Now what we'll find is vidIQ will tell us that the search volume is 80, which is great, but the competition score is 99. So that means there's a lot more people actually trying to compete for this term than there is people actually wanting to see it. Now, when we type that in, we actually come up against quite a few large channels of 3 million. We've got Ryan Toys Review, which is actually quite popular. So it's going to be a real tough one to compete with. Now, we're in the list here, but that's only because we're actually subscribed to this channel. If we want to just prove that point, we open YouTube in incognito mode and we type the same search phrase. And as you see now, because we're not subscribed or like that video, we actually don't see any of them. So there's another little test to see actually where your video is ranking for new users. So we'll go back to the video and just have a look at a couple of other ways we can improve the search term. Now, the Ultimate Sydney Kids Indoor Play is actually a play centre. If we actually search for that, we can see it's actually called Ultimate Family Fun Centre Sydney. So if we're in here and we type in Ultimate Family Fun Centre, we can actually see that it's coming up in the search term. So I would actually use Ultimate Family Fun Centre Sydney in the description. And that way people looking for this particular search term might even find your video. In this case, they don't. It's probably an easy search term to rank for, and even though it says that there's no volume, there probably are parents looking to get some idea on what this particular centre has. Now, the other thing about using an actual company's search term is if you get in front of them, including like sharing your posts on Instagram or Google Plus or Facebook in this case, they actually might reshare your video if it's really well done. So there could be some extra traffic coming through that way. Again, remember to use search terms that people are searching for. Now, of course, you want to go ahead and add these into the tags. Now, the tags here are actually pretty good. There's quite a few. But again, I would add the Ultimate Family Fun Centre Sydney in here as well, because that's the actual term that people are looking for. So go ahead and get the vidIQ plugin. It's vidiq.com, and there is an extension for Chrome. Now, I actually installed this a while ago, so for me it was free, and I actually get some keyword research tool action happening here, so under the free account. You may have to buy a pro, but look, for $7.50 a month, it's actually well worth it for sure. So the other thing is to make sure that the information that you put in your description is definitely going to be in here as well. I can see they've added Ultimate Sydney Family Fun Ride Slides Trampolines, but again, they would probably want to put Ultimate Family Fun Centre Sydney in here, because the only way YouTube can work out what's inside them is what's in your description and what's in your video tags. Now, they use this information to push the videos in front of the right people, and if they go ahead and click on the video link or the thumbnail, it's a good signal for YouTube that what you've said is true. So for this particular video, I would use a thumbnail like this rather than the one they actually used, which is a little bit busy and just has slides. And as we saw before, there's actually quite a few slides when people are searching for these search terms. So you want to go ahead and be a little bit more unique as well. And I mentioned earlier in the video, when people search for search terms on Google, they actually put the first 3 YouTube videos up there too. So again, if you can get highly ranked for a particular search term, your video and thumbnail is going to be shown to a lot of people. Generally, this channel looks like it's almost there. They just need to improve their thumbnails and improve the actual search terms. Like I say, go ahead and search for words, and it will return phrases that people have been searching for. And then go ahead and get the vidIQ plugin, and it will give you so much more information about your video and everyone else's. And here's another little cheat too. If you find a trending video and you want to know what their tags are, well, you just go ahead, click on the video, and this little paperclip here will help you copy their tags, and then you can paste them into your tag space. So you get all their tags. You might want to get rid of the tags that aren't relevant, like Ryan Toy Review, and then you can go ahead and publish it. So these are the suggested videos I have showing when this video plays. But let's test that as a new user. So when we have a look at this video as a new user, we can see that there's no suggested videos for this particular channel right at the top. Now people have to scroll down a fair way and they finally see some of these other Little Liam Playtime videos. But have a look at the difference between the thumbnails here and these thumbnails. Don't these ones stand out just a little bit more? Nice and bright, and there's some action in there as well. So again, definitely improve these thumbnails going forward. So that's all I wanted to cover today. Hopefully these YouTube tips and tricks have been helpful and will help you grow your YouTube channel further. And don't be ashamed at being a small YouTuber, because everybody has to start somewhere. Over time, your channel will grow. You just need to keep making the content. So when you get a trending video, they might come back and watch all the other videos too. And as I mentioned, if you want to be in the next channel review with suggestions on how to improve your YouTube channel, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll keep you in mind for the next video in this series. But that's all I have time for today. So please subscribe, and bye for now.